Alrighty, guys, we are back. It's the end. It's chapter 20. I was kidnapped by the Pirate King. So here we go, people. Let's try to keep this PG. So here we go. The final chapter of the Pirate King. So we're still under the, that's right, we're trapped. So here we go. Water rushes into the cave from all around, filling the small spaces quickly. Amber, we're going to drown. Ronan sags against the cave while clutching and the stab wound your father dealt him. You need to get out. Find a way out. There has to be one. Go. No, we have to leave together. Ronan shakes his head, wincing with every movement. I'm just going to slow you down, love. Hey, we stick together no matter what. Are you backing out already, Striker? Never, love, never. It shouldn't have gotten this far. He pulls you close and kisses you. When you fall away, you can't help feeling like it was a goodbye. I love you, you know that, right? I know. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you, I couldn't save you. He winces, shifting as more blood pours out of his wound. He looks weaker, paler. It's all my fault, Amber. I need to give him some hope, give him some courage. Wow. Well, I guess I'll just spend the gems. It's not your fault, we'll do that. You saved me, okay? In more ways than one. He tries to look away, but you gently grab his chin and tilt his head towards you. Before you, my world was dark. It was miserable and colorless. It was also less dangerous. Was it? I'd probably be dead. My father was always going to want my money. If not for you, he probably would have gotten it by now. You take his hand and squeeze. Ronan, you rescued me from oblivion. For that, no matter what happens from here on, I will be eternally grateful. And I'll protect you too. You will? You will you? Yes. Love is a two-way street, you know. Ronan's eyes shine at you, your words, and he smiles sadly. Love, huh? He chuckles, straightens his posture, the fight returning to him. Well, how can I say no to that? Desperate, you survey the cave, looking for something, anything that might help you escape. There has to be something. I think this time we're out of luck, Amber. I don't believe that. You slog through the rising water and go to the wall of the cave, running your hands along as you go. You're about to agree with Ronan when something crosses the cave, catches your attention. What was that? What? You wade over to the far side of the cave, squinting. Ronan, it's a crack in the rock. A crack isn't going to help us, love. Listen, I've had enough of this defeatist attitude. It looks bleak, but we can handle this. We create our own destiny. Let's do that. You believe that once, believe it again. Amber, you make me believe in anything. Let's get out of here. Wow, that was a quick turn. You peep through the hole and gasp. I can see the docks. Really? Winston Ronan limps over to you, cringing with each step. He peers through the small crack. Not just the docks. Take another look to the left. Any sign of them? Nothing. Baby John. You let out an excited breath. The crew. The way they're moving through the crowd, I guess they're searching for us. They won't find us in here, though. Yeah, that is whatever. That's bad, we'll just say that. Suddenly, Ronan slumps to the side, losing his balance. Ronan. You're barely able to catch him before his head hits the jagged stone around you. What? He blinks, and the sickly paleness of his skin is impossible to ignore. He's lost so much blood, too much blood. You steady Ronan as you begin to panic. He needs to stay awake. Shake him, call his name, kiss him. I'm going to shake him. I'm not going to kiss him. We'll shake him. Ronan, stay with me. You gently shake his shoulders, desperately hoping he'll stay awake. Ronan can barely keep his eyes open, and he winces when he moves. Amber, hard to breathe, the blood. Your eyes train on the stab wound. Blood gushes from it, and you know Ronan is losing it fast. Even if he survives, you know this kind of blood loss has serious long-term effects. No, this won't happen. I have to do something. I have to. You take a steadily breath. I need to do something to stop the bleeding. I'm gonna freeze and see what happens, because I know they're not gonna kill him. You're not sure what to do, so you shakingly put your hand over the wound and stifle the blood. But red pours between your fingers and Ronan loses consciousness. Oh. Ronan, wake up. He keeps his eyes open, but you know you're running out of time. Panicked, you squint and move closer to try to get a better look through the crack in the cave wall. I think they're leaving. Dang. You think they try a little harder, they did their best, but they have no way of knowing we're stuck here. Let's do that. They might still find us, love. By accident, if that happens, we'll be drowned rats by then. It looks like it's pretty empty to me. You push away from the wall and head back to the cave entrance, searching desperately for something to use. A gun. My father's gun, the one he tried to shoot Ronan with. Grabbing it, you open the chamber and see there's one bullet left. You rush back to Ronan, almost frantic. Just one? You nod, clutching the weapon like a lifeline, uncertain. Then, like lightning strike, an idea hits Ronan with full force. Amber, you can fire the gun through the opening. It can get their attention. What? You look up at the crack in the wall, back to Ronan. Ronan, it's an impossible shot. If I miss, we're done. Let's do that. If I miss, we're done. What else are we going to use the gun for, Amber? This is our only chance. He smiles encouragingly, but winces. He's losing too much blood. He won't last. But I have to climb a bit to get a good shot. I don't think I can do that and fire safely. I don't want anyone to get hurt. So hit their boat. They'll have to stop, and they'll know something's wrong. Ronan grabs your hand, his own grip shaken and weak. The water rushing below you as it rises higher and higher, enveloping you with the promise of drowning. There has to be another way. There isn't. The gun. There's only one bullet left. Do it. Your head breaks at his words, your hand shaking as you lift the weapon. I have to try. If I don't, we'll drown. But I believe in you. If anyone can make this, it's you. You have to try. The water's getting higher and you know there's nowhere else to go. Do it, Amber. Here we go. He's right. Make the impossible shot and get the crew's attention. Miss the impossible shot. I'm tempted to miss it just to see what would happen, because I still believe we're going to get saved. But let's make the impossible shot. Let's do that. You climb up and balance yourself on the rocks and take aim. I can do this. You breathe out slowly, focusing on your target, and bang. The shot rockets through the crack in the cave, slamming into the side of the boat just as the crew gets there. They jump and spin in every direction looking for the shooter. You did it, love. Now we wait. Eventually, Baby John wanders close enough to the crack in the wall. You shout out for him as loud as you can. Baby John, Ronan's been shot. Here we go. Oh my God, boss, Missy, are you trapped? Yes, please help us. You tell them to go through the chapel and the hidden room. They help you out and Ronan out, dragging you out of the church. And to your shock, Daisy is there. She practically tackles you in a hug. You're safe. Oh my God, I thought you were dead for sure. I couldn't get the stupid door open. Daisy, you were trying to get us out. Duh, but the door was locked. Luckily, the big scary guy busted it open. Am I that scary? So I could have not spent those gems and I would have still got out, of course, but I spent them. But anyway, only a little. I can give you something, style pointers if you want. You smile at the crew and your sister's more grateful than you could have ever dreamed being. I thought we were going to die in there. So did I, love. That was an impressive shot, Amber. More than impressive, it was almost superhuman. Sure was. You make a better pirate than the rest of us, little princess. You guys. The crew looks at Ronan's injuries. Will he be all right? Let's just say I'm happy you got our attention when you did, Missy. You look around at the crew, at your family, your eyes welling up with relieved tears. Can we go home now, to the ship, I mean? They smile warmly at you. Yes, let's go home. 1 week later, really? Wow. Skipped ahead. The sky is clear and the ship coasts along on the open sea. Looks like smooth sailing, Captain. You don't have to call me that, Baby John. I'm just doing this temporarily. Ronan has been in and out of consciousness recovering from his brutal wounds. You've been keeping things together until he's back on his feet. So have you read it yet? It. You know, the will. Oh. You reach into your pocket and pull out the envelope. You've been carrying it for a whole week now, waiting. Oh no, I was going to do it today. I've been putting it off because I have nothing more. Let's see. I was scared of what it might say. Let's do that. You already know everything is yours. That's why Cash wanted you out of the picture. True, but what if there's some other surprise? Don't like surprises. I think I've had enough of them to last a lifetime at this point. So why not do it now? Right now. Sure, everyone's gathered around, Amber. It's going to read the will. So everybody's going to gather around. I'm going to read the will. So the crew gathers, excitement on their faces. You take a deep breath and unroll the parchment. Dear Amber, I leave you all my worldly treasures to you. You sniffle as the tear runs down your cheek. But please remember that treasure is not just wealth. It's not status or clout. You do have to sacrifice your life to rule your kingdom. You cannot have your life follow your heart and take care of your people. You can have whatever. I read that wrong. You can have it, okay. However, your mama sounds like a stand-up. How beautiful. Your mama sounds like a stand-up lady, Amber. You roll the paper up and swipe your eyes. Okay, everyone. These decks need swapping, hoist the sails, get below deck, and scrounge up some grub. Let's do that. Yeah. We need all the energy we can muster for our next adventure. The crew cheers and scurries off to work. Impressive. You jolt, turning around to see Ronan leaning against the mast. Ronan, you shouldn't be out of bed. I disagree. I've been in bed far too long. How are you feeling? I'm much better. The injuries are healing quite nicely, I think. You know, you had me worried, made the crew worried. Let's see, had me worried. Let's do that. Not too worried, love. I'm too stubborn to die. You really should get back to bed. Nonsense, I'm okay. Ronan flashes you a cocky smile and takes a step, but he stumbles wobbly on his feet. You rush to his side, draping his arm around your shoulder. That's not needed, love. Maybe not, but I'm going to do it anyway. Well, I suppose it's an excuse to get closer to you. Like you need an excuse. True, you can't just get enough of me, huh? See, I can tell you're feeling better. I think it's the company you brighten everything, Amber. He lets you help him to the side of the ship. He leans against the railing. Your life has changed. You're free and you have a fortune. We're near a port. We can drop you off if that's what you'd like. Oh. Or, moving slowly, Ronan lowers himself to one knee. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a single shining jewel. A ring. Ronan, I can't believe it. Don't say that, love. I haven't even said anything yet. He chuckles playfully as the ring sparkles in the sunlight. The ring is stunning, delicate, and breathtaking, the opposite of the one Brent forced on you. We've been through a lot, you and I. Pirate queen, evil plots, heists, torture, betrayal, all of it. He reaches out, gently taking your hand. I want to give you freedom and adventure. I want to give you warm sunlight and the spray of the sea. I want to give you everything I can and more. But more than all of that, I want you to stay with me, Amber. I want you to be my wife, to never be parted from this day on. Your heart soars with every word, tears picking the corners of your eyes as you look into his. What about Estor? You can still claim your inheritance. We can inhabit these waters, keep the island safe. Pirate protectors, huh? That's one way of putting it. I'm not asking for any money, Amber. I'm not asking for power. I'm not asking for glory. I'm just asking for you. His grip on your hand tightens and you look down at him, the choice clear in your mind. Alrighty, accept my inheritance and Ronan's hand in marriage. Turn Ronan down and live a solitary. I guess I'll have to accept it. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Here we go. You drop to your knees in front of him and take his face in your hands. Yes, Ronan, I'll marry you. Yes. Yes, I've spent my whole life alone. But you've given me a home, a family, a purpose, everything I've ever wanted. I want to stay with you, Ronan, forever. My God, Amber. Ronan pulls you into a sweeping hug, lifting you into the air as he laughs through tears. Hey, be careful. We just spent weeks trying to get you back on your feet. You're fragile. Don't worry. After an answer like that, I'm immortal. Ronan kisses you, then a kiss of a lifetime filled with all the love and compassion you've always craved. Welcome home, Amber. Yes, welcome home. Baby John leaps forward, wrapping his arms around both of you, and Ronan envelops you in a hug. The rest of the crew beams. You too, Captain. It's pretty unconventional. I like it. Well, be stronger than ever with you at the helm, Amber. Thank you, everyone. You'll each have your own home. Let's do that. I promise. What do you mean? I mean that I'm the princess of a nation now. You'll all have a permanent home there, a place you can call your own. The crew's eyes glow wide. After a moment of stunned silence, they erupt in applause. The crew's eyes glow wider. After a moment of stunned silence, they erupt in applause. I've said it before, but you've got quite a knack for this. You grin, thread in your hand with Ronan's, looking out at the crew. Well, looks like a happy ending so far. The next few weeks are weeks of labor as the entire crew comes together to arm and prepare their new ship. You dock in his store, in the meantime spending time with the people there, learning what you need to learn and know. Lights spill out the island on a perfect cloudless day. You breathe in the fresh floral air as you walk along the deck. We finally made it. We're safe and strong. Hey, bride-to-be, Victoria, look at that. Victoria walks up to you in her wedding finery, reminding you of what day it is, and beside her is, we've been looking for you everywhere, you know. It's Daisy. Daisy huffs, putting her hands on her hips. Well, if you slipped and broke your ankle before the ceremony, what if you slipped and broke your ankle before the ceremony? Victoria Hutt laughs and puts an arm around Daisy's waist. Relax, babe. We found her before any permanent damage could be done. How are you doing, Amber? Are you excited to marry my cheeky little brother? You know what? I can hardly wait. I'm a little nervous. I'm so ready. Let's go. Let's do that one. It's not time yet. It's not. What am I missing? My dress, flowers, music. Oh, right, that stuff. You've certainly earned this day. Thank you. Come on, your dresses are almost ready to try on. Dresses, plural. Victoria winks and motions for you to follow her. She leads you to the palace where Henry is hunching over a sewing machine, muttering to himself as David laughs. The hem is just not right. The bride's here, you know. Henry leaps from the chair and spins around with his uniform scowl. I was just... Henry, did you make me a wedding dress? He made you too. I couldn't make up my mind on the design. Henry, that's so thoughtful. Yeah, I don't tell anyone I've got a heart, okay? Don't worry, I wouldn't dream of tarnishing your reputation. You brush your hand over some of the soft white fabric. I got a dress the other day, you know. It's just a department store dress, but still. I know, but a certain fiancé of yours had something else in mind. Uh-oh. Henry hands you one of the two dresses. This is going to be something I have to buy. He wanted to give you one from our mother. Your mother? Yes, of course. We don't have any of our old things, but Ronan and I were able to conjure up the gist. And they asked me to make this one based on what they remember. Ronan, you continue to surprise me. Go on, Amber, pick one. Here we go. How can I pick? You'll know when you try it on. It'll feel like the dress you want to walk down the aisle in. Down the aisle towards Ronan. In that case, I'll go with... Oh, here we go. That's pretty. That's pretty too. And that is real pretty. That's pretty. I kind of like that one. But I'm gonna save my gems as always. There we go. Those are totally beautiful, but I'd rather wear this one. It's already steamed, and it's kind of cute, right? It's not as unique as the others two, but you make it look great. Yep. You look like a magical fairy in that white. It's not white, though. Is it? You're just being nice to me because I'm the bride. No, they're right. You turn to Ronan leaning in the doorway, drinking in the image of you in your wedding dress. You look good in white. He saunters into the room, every beautiful inch of him accentuated by his crisp suit. Your friends exchange a look. We better go to our seats. Yes, it's almost time. They hurry from the room, closing the door behind them. You know, it's bad luck to see the bride before the wedding. I'll take my chances. You're willing to take such a big risk, Breaking the rules, Captain. Let's do that. Well, I've never been one for rules. Ronan wraps his arms around you and pulls you close. You really do look stunning, Amber. I can't take my eyes off you. You wrap your arms around Ronan's broad neck and arch your back against him. Careful, I'm wearing virgin white. Something tells me that a ship has already sailed. Ronan licks a slow path up your neck, his hands lifting your skirt higher and higher. Not so fast, you have to make an honest pirate of me first. Ronan chuckles, his teeth graze your sensitive dip of your collarbone, but he drops your skirt. Okay, you're safe for now. Okay. I can't trust you, pirate. Okay, here we go. You can't, but you knew that already. Ronan gives you one last wink and jogs out the room. You give him a 5-minute head start before heading out yourself. Here we go. Wedding time. The sun is just about to set over the sparkling ocean where your crew awaits you. Whoa, it really is time. Thumbing music swells and you walk down the aisle. Waiting for you at the very end is Ronan. His stormy eyes glitter as he grins, reflecting the light of the sun as you reach him. Ronan takes your hand in his, meet your gaze, and then begins to speak. You know, you spent your whole life waiting for this moment, and when it comes, it's hard to find the words. How can you summarize a lifetime together? Doing it is just a few words. Doing it in just a few words seems impossible. He smiles, then for a moment losing himself in memory. Amber, I may have seemed like I swept you off your feet. It may have seemed like I swept you off your feet. The crew laughs and you roll your eyes with a smile. But really, of the two of us, you were the whirlwind. From the moment I saw you, you stole my heart. You're fearless, kind, smart. There's nobody like you, Amber. Nobody could ever hope to come close. His thumb brushes over the back of your palm. I'm just a lucky man that gets to spend the rest of his life by your side. Ronan, do you really mean that? You should know by now I don't say anything I don't believe in. Now it's my turn. Lighthearted. I've never been one for long flowery speeches or over-the-top romantic gestures, but today is the day I didn't really think was ever going to happen for me, the day I marry the man I'm hopeless in love with. So I guess if I'm ever going to give a speech, it might as well be today. Ronan chuckles at that, his eyes shining at your words. When I'm with you, I feel safe. I feel like I can take on anything, and most importantly, I feel happy. You make me happy, Ronan, and I just hope I can make you happy too, until the end of our days. Ronan leans in and kisses you, then a kiss so deep and tender that it makes you feel like you're floating. I now pronounce you husband and wife. There we go, we did it. King and queen of the seas. Ronan pulls you in for a kiss and the music starts. Within the hour, everyone is dancing and eating and drinking. I never thought I'd see the day. Me neither, but they're perfect for each other. Aye. Okay, men, turn on the music up. It's time to get this celebration on. Bring out the cake. Let's do that. It's time to celebrate. Several of the crew disappear, and when they come back, they have a beautiful decorated cake. Oh, David, it's magical. How did you do it on such short notice? I was motivated. I wanted to see you smile. For the rest of the night, you drink and dance the crew with your new family. 1 month later. Wow, look at this. After weeks of sailing with the crew, you head back to Estor. You're greeted with a parade. The citizens all eager for you to be officially crowned. It's a long chapter. Are you nervous? Ronan zips up the back of your gown and positions you in front of the mirror. A little. Really? Well, we can't have that. Ronan turns around, stroking your face gently as he looks into your eyes. How about a little distraction? Then he leans in and kisses you long and deep, so much that it takes your breath away. Ronan will be late. That's a chance I'm willing to take. He kisses you again, this time hotter, more urgent. He backs you up against the bed, laying you down as he overwhelms you. Soon he's hovering over you, kissing you senselessly. You reach down, unzipping him, tugging out the length. He groans at your touch. Okay. I won't be able to hold back. He lets out a long breath, though, his nose calming himself down. Not that I don't want to, You don't have to explain a thing, Amber, love. He leans down and kisses you again, chastely this time. Before standing back up, you both change back to your clothes, content, okay? All right, now we really will be late. Let's get your crown. Here we go. The coronation ceremony is beautiful, and afterwards you're swarmed with loyal citizens and people who knew your mother. When you finally manage to steal a moment alone with Ronan, it's close to midnight. You stand back on the edge of the balcony. So how does it feel? Like I'm about to start a grand adventure. Ruler of Estor, a pirate queen to boot. Do you think you're ready? As long as you're by my side. And there it is, people, the end. So there we go. That's it. Another great, great chapter. So it ended well. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't know what's coming next, but we'll find something to play next. And as always, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Something new. Have a great day. Thank you so much for watching now. Toodles!